Hello, friends. I just got done my lunch and I went for a walk. And I go for a walk after my lunch most days when I can. And there's a really important reason for that because when I don't, I feel really sleepy and groggy afterward. And I think a lot of people can resonate with feeling sleepy and groggy after a meal, particularly after a lunch when they're at work and they go back to being in a chair in front of a screen in a climate controlled environment under artificial light. This is like a recipe to fall right asleep after you've eaten your lunch. And then if you add in a lunch that can be particularly high in carbohydrates and sugars, you've really got a cocktail for drugging yourself into a sleepy afternoon. There are, of course, a number of ways that you can combat this. A walk is one of those ways, and it's what I want to focus on now. Obviously, reducing your carbohydrate intake is another piece of advice that I would give anyone who's interested in not being so sleepy after they eat a meal at work. Reduce your carbs, but also go for a walk. And there's a few really good reasons why I would make that recommendation. The first is your circadian rhythm. Okay, so if you're like me, you are in front of a screen all day and you are underneath artificial light all day. And your body isn't processing the blue light from your computer or your phone and the artificial light from the bulbs in your home or office the same way that it does actual sunshine. Even if it's not sunny outside, okay, this is still a trick that is going to work. It's not a trick at all, it's just basic biology. But your circadian rhythm relies on the sun to tell it when to be awake and when to be asleep. And if you go outside after your meal, your body is going to receive the sun coming down on you, the vitamin D, okay, from the sun, and it's going to associate that with needing to be awake. Again, the artificial lights in your office won't be able to accomplish this. So make sure your circadian rhythm is on point and get outside. Secondly, walking is exercise. Even a slow walk for 10 to 15 minutes is still a form of exercise. And what that is going to do is it's going to get the blood flowing in your body and give you a nice energy boost. There are studies that would suggest that going on a walk after you've eaten is better at keeping your energy levels high than a cup of coffee. And there's a couple reasons why I think that that's a great piece of advice. Number one, it works for me. Okay, walking is infinitely better than drinking a cup of coffee. And two, a lot of people put a lot of junk in their coffee as well. They either add a bunch of sweeteners or cream or what have you. Not that cream and milk are necessarily junk, but you get what I'm saying. Like they're combating sleepiness from food with more food. And whilst I love myself a great little espresso in the afternoon, and I will make one momentarily, there's nothing quite like a good walk after a meal to keep you awake, to keep you sharp, and to avoid that post-lunch crash. So it's not really rocket science, guys. It's just a little bit of willpower. Depending on the day that I'm having, I either go for a walk immediately after I eat my lunch, if time allows for that. If time doesn't allow for that, then I will simply just wait an hour or so. I usually get that crashing feeling about an hour after I've eaten anyway, so I'll wait about an hour and then go outside then. And even if it's the middle of February, I just suck it up, strap on my boots, put on my layers, and go for a walk, because I know that the benefits to it far outweigh me just staying inside all of the time. And especially in the winter when it's so hard to find excuses to go outside, this is a great reason to just suck it up and go out and then be super productive for the rest of the day. So I hope that this was somewhat helpful. As you'll see from my video of the walk that I went on today, I chose to go barefoot for part of it. I find that the grounding element is just adds to the benefits of going outside and walking and keeping you feeling energized and keeping your body aligned and just all the benefits that go along with grounding on the earth. And I'll get into that in another video as well, the benefits of grounding. So yeah, if you're feeling that post-meal fatigue, go on a walk. And this doesn't just have to be for lunch. It could be for breakfast, it could be for dinner. It also helps kickstart your metabolism as well, to help you digest your food. So a lot of European countries, particularly in the Mediterranean, have adopted this. The Italians call it a passeggiata. So an evening stroll after a meal. It just promotes a healthy lifestyle, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. It's something that I do regularly with my family as well. So I'll end it there. Hope that was helpful. Take care. Remember to get your walk in after your meal. Adios.